Hello everyone, I am Ankit and you're watching Study IQ IAS English channel. Now in today's video, we are going to talk about a very special initiative of the Assam government known as Gaj Mitra initiative. The word Gaj itself highlights the role of elephants in India. Now we all know elephants are big and beautiful animals who are also known for their solitary nature. But once, due to developmental pressure on the humans, it is witnessed that humans have encroached on the traditional habitats of elephants, that are forest. Now, as a consequence of this human encroachment on forest, there has increased the possibility of man and animal conflict, and in this case, the conflict between man and elephant. So to deal and to reduce this conflict, the Assam government has come up with Gaj Mitra scheme, and we'll find out how the scheme would work, right? Now the notes of this session, if you want to download them, they will be available on a Telegram channel known as ATS Live. So either you can go to this Telegram channel, subscribe to it if you still haven't, and download the notes. If you have problems in locating this channel, what you can do is you can simply scan this QR code. Okay. So let's start by understanding why are we discussing the Gaj Mitra scheme of Assam government. Now Assam government has introduced this initiative by targeting or identifying 80 different hotspots that are known for increased instances of man and animal conflict. And these hotspots are spread across 8 different districts in Assam like Golpara, Udalguri, Nagaon, Buxa, Sonitpur, Golaghat, Jorhat and Bishwanath. So these eight districts, they have 80 hotspots which are known for man-animal conflict. So to reduce these conflicts, the Assam government has brought the Gaj Mitra scheme. So how would this scheme reduce the man-animal conflict? Let us find out. But before, let me give you a very small background why this issue is a big issue in the state of Assam. Now, first of all, if you consider the last 23 years or so, there has been more than 1400 human deaths and more than 1200 deaths of elephants due to the man and animal conflict. And the Wildlife Institute of India has warned the government that habitat loss, electrocution, railway accidents and retaliatory killings of these elephants in exchange of death of humans are the key factors or the drivers of this crisis that has led to death of not just elephants but also humans. So this is the background. Now what you need to understand how the scheme would work, it has many components. First of all, the government of Assam, it has formed different village level rapid action teams. Each rapid action team which will be posted in a particular village would consist of 8 members. And these people, they will be active during the peak periods of conflicts like paddy cultivation season. And these people would be the local people who know the topography, who know the geography and who know the movement patterns of animals, right? So these rapid response team would first of all ascertain the movement of animals and help the local community to deal with the animals, right? Similarly, these people will also get involved in restoration of the habitats, right? Now, habitat friendly places needs to be restored so that the elephants don't come out in the places where the people used to live, right? So these habitats, they will be restocked with bamboos and napier grasses because these are the types of things that the animals or the elephants eat. So they will be provided with alternative food sources so that they don't enter into human settlements. So this habitat restoration does away with the increased entry of animals into the human population. Similarly, technological aid will also be taken like use of AI-enabled camera traps, real-time alerts, which will help the people first of all identify the movement of elephant and also make people aware who are living in the human habitations very close to the forest that animals may enter and take the measures appropriately, right? So it helps in early detection of movement of animals and also helps the community to get ready in case of any emergency. So this is how the Gaj Mitra initiative would work. Now, what is the significance of this scheme? This becomes very important not just for Assam but for every other place in India which witnesses human and animal conflict. First of all, this scheme or this initiative takes care interest of both humans as well as animals. First of all, we are balancing goals of conservation of wildlife with the safety and security of the local communities. Second is that we are ensuring how decentralized governments or governance helps in dealing with such crises. We have given the local people the ownership on how to handle this situation. This empowers villagers from which this 8-member team will be selected. It ensures local engagement with the issue and alerts the ground level on how to respond in the appropriate situation. And it also highlights a brilliant way of conflict management strategy. It offers you a model which can be scaled in different regions of India, be it Karnataka, be it Kerala, which also has large portion of elephants. They can also adopt similar strategies to deal with man and elephant conflict, right? So this is why this Gajmitra scheme becomes very important. Now I have something that I wanted to show you. Just see this question that appeared in 2020. This question basically asks you the patterns related to Indian elephants. Now, will you be able to solve this question just from what we have discussed up till now? The answer is no. Gajmitra scheme is important, but sometimes we also need additional information to solve important PYQs or important questions that appear in the prelims, right? So please allow me to give you certain important data relating to elephant which you can utilize for your future exams and also to solve this PYQ, right? Now let us consider elephants. In total, there are 3 different species of elephants in the world. 2 species are there in Africa, Africa savanna elephant and Africa forest elephant. Whereas in Asia, there is the prevalence of Asian elephants, and Indian elephants belong to this very family, right? Now what you need to understand, there are few behavioral differences between African and Asian elephants. First is that only some male Asian elephants have tusks. Tusks basically means teeth, whereas both female and male African elephants, they have tusks. So in terms of tusks, you can simply identify whether that elephant is an African or an Asian elephant. Similarly, the elephant herd sizes in Asia, they are smaller in comparison to the herd sizes of elephants in Africa. So in terms of herd size also, there is a difference in their behavior. First difference was the presence or absence of tusk. As we have understood, some male Asian elephants only have tusk, whereas both female and male African elephants have tusk. Understood? So these are the 2 prominent differences between Asian and African elephants. And I told you Indian elephants are a member or are a part of Asian elephants community. Now let us consider Asian elephants, because in India there are Asian elephants, and even in Asian elephant there are 3 subspecies. These are Indian, Sumatran and Sri Lankan elephants. Now let us consider what is the legal protection status that are offered to Asian elephants, because whenever we are discussing about any species in news, we have a tendency to divide our discussion into 3 different segments. First is the habits of elephant, second are the known habitats of elephants, and third is the protection status of the elephants, right? So let us consider the protection status of elephants. Now Asian elephants, they are recognized as endangered in the IUCN Red List. In India's Wildlife Protection Act, Asian elephants are categorized as Scheduled 1 species, which means hunting and capturing or making these elephants captive, both of these are a criminal offense in India because it is outlawed. Similarly, in the CITES agreement, they are mentioned in Appendix 1, which means you can't get or you can't trade the Asian elephants, because if you trade them, it will further endanger them, right? So these are the legal protection status that it is offered under various different aspects, be it IUCN Red List, be it the statutory laws of India. Understood? So now we have covered the protection status. Now let us move to the known habits, then we'll consider the known habitats of the elephants, right? Now, the elephants, they are also the largest terrestrial mammals in the entire Asian subcontinent, right? Similarly, the largest and the oldest female elephant of the herd, she is in charge of all the elephants in her group. Therefore, she is the known matriarch of the group. Please remember it, elephant herds are led not by male, but by oldest and the largest female elephant. Similarly, the elephants, their pregnancy period is very large. This pregnancy period, also known as gestation period, can last up to 22 months, and this is the known longest gestation period in any of the mammals. What is the gestation period for humans? That is 9 months. Now compare it with humans. Humans bear a child for a maximum of 9 months. An elephant can bear a child for as much as 22 months, more than 2 times the amount. Now the females, between the age 14 to 45, female elephants I'm talking about, they may give birth to calves every 4 years on an average. So On an average, a middle-aged elephant can give birth to a calf once every 4 years. But as the female elephants grow older, their ability to born child becomes rarer. For example, it increases to an average of 5 years by the age of 52 years of a female elephant, and as the female elephant grows older by the age of 60, the average duration on which she can bear a child is once in 6 years. Understood? So it is possible for a female elephant to give birth even at the age of 60, but the duration of the gap between two children will increase as she gets older. So these are the known habits of Asian elephants. Now we were covering the known habitats. The habitats of Indian elephants is that India is home to 60% of total population of Asian elephants, and these have been kept, or these have been there in different elephant reserves. So India has 33 different elephant reserves. The newest elephant reserve in India is the Terai Elephant Reserve in the Dudhwa Pilibhit region of Uttar Pradesh. So in total, how many elephant reserves are there? 33 elephant reserves. Now, as per this elephant census, which was conducted last time, that is 2017, now there is a process of new elephant census which is currently underway. As per the last elephant census, Karnataka, it has the highest amount of elephants in India, more than 6,000. This is followed by Assam. This is followed by Kerala. So the top three states which have presence of elephants in India is Karnataka, followed by Assam, followed by Kerala. So that is why I told you, Gajmitra scheme, if it is successful in Assam, can be replicated in other states also like Karnataka and Kerala. Understood? Now let's see if you are able to solve this question or not. Okay, now we have also come up with resolution batches where coachings or teaching will happen in each and every subject that is relevant for your UPSC exam, right? So let us try to solve the practice question, that is a PYQ of 2020. With reference to Indian elephants, consider the following statement. The leader of an elephant group is a female. Yes, not just a female, but the oldest and the largest female. So basically elephant herds are matriarch in nature, not patriarch. The maximum gestation period of elephant can be 22 months. This is also correct, as I've told you. Now an elephant can normally go on calving or bear a child till the age of 40 years only. Now if your word only makes it incorrect, because I told you, although the average time period between the child increases, but it is possible for a female elephant to bear a child for as long as when she gets 60 years old. So third statement, incorrect. Among the states in India, the highest elephant population is in Kerala. Is it in Kerala? The answer is no. Please pay attention. The question appeared in 2020 and I have told you before 2020, the last census was in 2017. And here the largest amount of elephants were in Karnataka, followed by Assam, followed by Kerala. So Kerala stands at third, not at the first. So fourth statement also is incorrect. Therefore, 1 and 2 in right, you have to identify correct statements. Option A is your right answer. Understood? So, covering current affairs sometimes can't be enough. You'll have to get more information. And where would you get more information? On this channel. Understand? So, please subscribe it. Please like the video if you have at least gotten any help from it. And do not forget to use the code ATS Live to get admissions. And as I told you in the beginning, the notes of this session will be made available on the Telegram channel that is called as ATS Live. Okay. So this brings an end to my session. We'll meet each other again. Please have a very good night.